Yo, what's up, everybody? Happy, I almost said Monday again, and B would have lost the shit, but it's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome in. I hope everybody's having a good start to your week. Yeah, that's all I got. I hope things are going well. We got some podcast stuff that's going to be going on here tonight, shortly-ish. And, then probably play some Apex and, do horribly and get angry and all that stuff. So, yeah, we got B in the house over there. B, oh, I'm on mute. So I've been talking all this time on the old Discord, and nobody on the Discord could hear me, but now B should be able to hear me, and he's here. B, what's up, bruh? He's talking, but his audio's not coming through. I'm not sure why that is, but he just disconnected, and he's probably going to reconnect. I still need to find a joke anyway, so we're okay with that. Alright, so I see him back. Let's see if we can hear if he's back.
Do you really want to hear what I have to say?
You know I do.
We're not going to do it.
We're not doing it? Alright. Alright.
I might do it. It's right there on the tip of my tongue.
Old man Wiggum would love it if he did it.
There may also be a drop that may have been created, but if not, then, that's okay too.
Yeah.
I figured I didn't need that out there in the world with my, my professional role. I don't think that would bode well for me.
That's fair. Let's bring up the screen so now we can see B, hopefully. Yeah, there he is. Look at that. There's B. What's up, B? I see old man Wiggum's here. Let's give him the big old man Wiggum welcome. What's up, old man Wiggum? Welcome in. Glad to have you here. So for those who aren't aware, I am doing the multi-stream thingamabob. So we are live on Twitch and YouTube and on Glimish. If you haven't heard of Glimish, it's a smaller streaming platform, but I'm really digging it, and also the latency is amazing. So basically, as soon as you say something in chat, I will see it, which is super, super cool. And there's almost no delay between when I say something and when you hear it. So, if the censors try to censor me, they can't. It's too fast. So I definitely recommend checking that out. And it's super great when you're on Glimish again, when we're doing the podcast, because there's a lot of kind of back and forth that allows. So, and they got an app, so you can watch on the app too, whatever you want to do. But that would be my recommendation. Yeah. Well, I got a joke for the start of our podcast, and I picked out a sound that I want to do. So, what do you think? Do we just jump right into it, B?
May as well. Let's see what we can do.
I need to hit record. Haha, I beat old man Wiggum this time. Even with the no latency, I still got that in before he could tell me to record. This is this is episode 78, right? All right, let's do it. I don't know why B's laughing, but I'm scared. Wait, old man Wiggum says wait. What are we waiting for? Shut up, I already hit record, damn it. All right, let's do this. Hello and welcome to We Random episode 78. We are recording live on Tuesday, May 17th, 2022. This is a podcast where we chat about some random stuff, and B is going to tell you a little bit more about that. But first, B, do you know why ducks have feathers? No, it's to cover their butt quacks. Their butt quacks. Yes, sir. We'll be back right after this.
Almost Qualified Productions. We're 3 beers in. Time for you to catch up.
Welcome to We Random, episode 78, the Go Let's Have Some Fun edition, baby. I'm Landmark. That's Sconzi. Say hello to the people, Sconzi.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
So, inside joke here. I've been sending Sconzi a title for this podcast. That was definitely not what I just said. But we are here to have some fun tonight. What we're going to do is we're going to spin that wheel. We're going to have it go round and round and round. On what topic it lands on, we don't know. But when we do, I'm going to try to say, let's go have some fun. But what do you got for the people today, Sconzi? How are things going for you, brother?
You know, things could be a whole lot worse. So, I'm okay with that.
All right. Well, any wonderful words of wisdom for our viewers, people, listeners, before we jump into today's positive point?
I don't think so. I just think I need to hit that drop now because I'm so excited that it is time for positive point. I still need to turn the volume up on that. I need to write myself a note.
So, for those of you who are new to the podcast and wondering why we are trying to sing, we always start this podcast with something we call the positive point, which is a topic of positivity and an artifact of hope. We do this as a way to prime ourselves to get mad online. So first, we feel a little happy. And today, we're going to feel happy about Wiley College. More than 100 students assembled for the 133rd graduation ceremony at Wiley College. The students were shocked to hear the president, Dr. Herman Felton Jr., announce that their past due balances for loans had been paid off. The estimated total owned by the class of 2022 of this historically black college was about $300,000. A donor who has requested to stay anonymous has come forward to cover the balances for the graduating students. So I saw this night. Obviously, spoiler, work in some type of education setting for those of you who are new to the show. But I thought that this was really cool because one of the biggest challenges is people going into debt to pay for education, and then you're always trying to make that up. So for these students, they're going to get a fresh start into their next steps of life, and I thought that that was really cool.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. I think that, there's been lots of conversation in the news around student debt and paying off student debt or waiving student debt or the amount of debt that people have and how it impacts, life and, so many people living with their parents till they're 40 years old because they can't afford to buy a place or rent a place, whatever. So I think that, this is just one small step for one small step towards that, but it's a great thing. And imagine the feeling if you're one of those students who, you're trying to get an education, you're trying to better yourself, you're trying to put yourself in a position for a good future. And in doing so, you ended up with some of this debt that, you're going to have to pay for, and now it's gone. I mean, that's a hell of a weight lifted off your shoulders. So good on whoever that donor was, and good for all of these people. Hopefully it's a big step forward for them, and it really helps them out as they, begin life.
Yep. It just kind of makes me think about the story that you shared last week, right? Now somebody has paid this forward to these people, so hopefully these people will have an opportunity to pay things forward in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Cool. Well, now that we're feeling all positive and happy, let's spin this wheel and get mad about some shit. What do you say?
Yeah, Historical Gamer jumped into the Twitch chat, and the first thing he said was, in all caps, spin the wheel of death. So here we go. We're going to talk about Spain leave. Is Spain leaving? Are they heading off into the stratosphere? What's going on with Spain leaving?
I mean, they might, but talking about the country of Spain because Spain has a plan to introduce paid menstrual leave in the workplace. If approved, it would mark a major European milestone. The current proposal is to offer 3 paid days off per month that can be used for menstrual leave. So obviously, because, people, and this is one of the stories that I got angry about, because there are people online, they're like, man, this should just be 3 paid days off for anybody. We don't have to talk about menstrual leave. It just was the whole, again, people just being very mansplaining, we don't need to talk about these women's issues. If I want to take a day off in my hemorrhoids, I can take a day off in my hemorrhoids. Just appreciate that, women's circumstances are being considered here, dude? What do you got on this one, Sconzi?
You know, this irritates the hell out of me because how come I don't get the 3 days off too? Like what if my back goes out? I have a bad back. Do I get to take extra days off? No. I'm totally bullshitting you at this point. Yeah, like this is a good thing. Like we know that this is a situation that, you know, almost every woman deals with, and obviously to different degrees, and there's certainly times when it's, you know, next to if not debilitating. So yeah, big deal. So somebody gets a couple extra days off because they're dealing with something that the rest of us or a lot of us don't have to deal with. I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, go ahead and do it. Like
I can see in the theoretical place, I can see both sides of this, right? But it's good for us to acknowledge this issue. And one of the interesting parts about this is one of the articles that I read about this talked about how different countries have already tried this in different ways. Like one country basically gave all women like 1 day off a month. Other countries were like, you get 3 a year. Mm-hmm. And it was just kind of like all over the map. But like, I think that it is important. Again, we've always talked on this podcast about representation and issues and all of these different things. So to have it be known, like, yes, these days off are earmarked for you to use for this specific thing. Like, I don't know that that's a bad thing, right? Like,
yeah, I think Gamer brings up some good points is, how this is applied is important, right? So some of the things he specifically calls out, do they require you to do anything to prove it? That would be stupid. I would hope not. Does it apply to trans women or conversely trans men? I mean, yes, trans women. Yes, that's the direction. Like how does that work? Or trans men, like the other direction, right? Like, I'm not a doctor. I don't know how all the parts and everything goes together, but the point is there's all sorts of people who could be impacted by this, right? And I think that, and it's a bit of a gray area. You have to be careful how you step into this, right? You have to, like, if this turns into prove me, send me a picture of something to prove that, like, no, like there has to be some grace here. And I think that this is part of, treating adults like fucking adults. Right? Like, are some people, if this was implemented, would some people take advantage of it? Sure. Is it going to absolutely help people? Sure.
Yes.
Right? So you have to weigh some of that plus and minus, and I think in the grand scheme of things, this is much more a positive than it is anything else.
Right. And one of the countries that I had read about, like their whole thing was like, okay, you get this 1 day a month. And if you take this 1 day a month, like you don't have to give us any documentation because otherwise it sounded like that country typically was like, if you take sick time, you have to like go to the doctor and like provide this doctor's note. But with this 1 day, just call us and say, hey, I ain't coming. And we go, okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Like that kind of thing. Right. And I think that's the kind of flexibility that, you know, we need. And there's the joke, right? It's like, you know, in some countries, it's like, I'm out of the office for the summer. Try again in September. As to where in America, it's like, I'm having open heart surgery. If you need me, please contact me on my cell. Like, we really need to have more of that work-life balance versus like being available and on for people at all times, no matter what else is happening.
Yeah, I think that the place that we're in, where you may have people who are trying to take advantage of a situation, it's we built this situation, right? Like we created this to be this way. Our capitalistic society has forced people into this, right? When you are micromanaged, when every single second that you're around is watched, where, you know, you are limited in how much time you can take off, where, you know, if you give birth, you got to be back in the office in a week and a half, otherwise you lose your job, whatever the case may be. Like, we're putting pressure on individuals. So yeah, if there's a little bit of a crack there, they're going to step through that and try to take advantage of that to some degree. So yes, I think there's some of that that's going to happen, but, you know, at some point I feel something has to break. And I think we're starting to see some of that. I think we're starting to see workers stand up for workers' rights and trying to not be, as Gamer said, robotic meat snacks whose sole purpose is to serve the machine of capitalism, because that's kind of what we are right now. And I think we're starting to see people stand up to that a little bit, and hopefully we'll start to see some of these changes. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought it was interesting. So we'll see how this progresses, but it was worth talking about.
Yeah, for sure. Let's spin it again. The Convention of States. I think this is one that you're very excited about, B. And I'm glad that Historical Gamer is here because he'll probably have a lot to say about this.
So I don't know that I'm excited about it, but I know you're really deep into like this whole like word sliding into an abysmal hell. So as soon as I listened to this podcast, I was like, I need to find a way to get this to you. So the Unfucking the Republic podcast delved into an interesting topic recently. A convention of states. The podcast describes it as a long-term right-wing attempt to hijack the political system. A convention of states says if 2/3 or 34 of the now 50 states propose a constitutional amendment, it must officially be considered for inclusion in the Constitution. If a proposal is made, it must be adopted by 3/4 of the state legislatures, which is currently 38 states. If that happens, whatever proposal it is now a constitutional amendment. If we examine this through the current lens of the abortion issue, apart from Congress falling into the hands of Republicans who might then propose a constitutional ban on abortions in the legislature, for example, this is another path that could be taken entirely. And that is directly through the states and would bypass Congress altogether. Now, you might say, y'all are just making some shit up right now, right? But in light of the recent actions, it's important to note that 19 states already, including Georgia, Alaska, Florida, Alabama, Tennessee, Indiana, and Wisconsin, have passed Convention of States legislation. So, like, this to me, like, all of the stuff that you've talked about with, like, we're just going down like a no good, terrible path. I was like, wow, this is incredible. And like the guy on the podcast like lays all of this out and he's like, look, we're not there yet, but did we really think that we were going to get there right now to a point where they're going to overturn Roe? No. So this is something that we need to pay attention to.
You know, I should have read through this a little bit better. Now that I'm trying to skim through it, I see that it's like 912
it's a giant
pages long.
It's a podcast. You should probably just listen to the podcast.
I'm going to have to listen to this one. First of all, when I said I'm glad Gamer's here, his initial response was, "Oh no." So we'll see what comes of that. But yeah, I don't know. Like this is intriguing. Like the one thing that you said that kind of jumps out at me is if 2/3, so 34 states propose an amendment, it must be considered for inclusion. I don't understand what that means. What does it mean, considered?
So basically, the way that the Convention of States works, and again, I'm not a political person, but if enough states call for this thing to happen, then like all of the states have to come together. And if people put these things through this Convention of States, if 38 states agree, hey, this should be a thing, then they can put it in the Constitution without it going through the typical like legislature route that it needs to go through.
So if 34 states say we want to do this, they call a vote, and then they basically just need to get 4 more states to agree, and this goes into the Constitution, just like, it's in there.
Yep.
Oh, that's
how I understand. That's how I understand it.
Wow.
And right now we're not there because, you know, there's what the guy on the podcast called like the blue wall, which is basically most of the states out east, like your Massachusetts and et cetera, where like those states generally aren't going to get on board with this kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But if we're thinking about how many states have already talked about this, and it's like, you know, you got Greg Abbott in Texas who's like, yep, I know how to make this work, and like this is something that like a lot of like the big like dirty money people are like thinking about, like, hey, this is something that we can use. So it's kind of feeding right into what you've talked about before, which is this like very scary path that we could be on, that we didn't think we'd be on, but we are, because these are just very small bricks that are being chipped away, you know, hour by minute, by day, by week, by year, until we get to this place where, oh, now 38 states say that we're going to ban abortion, so now it's banned everywhere.
Yeah, so And Gamer brings up a good point. This has always been there, right? It's always been an option. I think
Yes.
This is a thing. I hate to give the right any kind of props whatsoever, but this is a kind of thing the Republicans do really well. Is they look for all these little tiny cracks that they can possibly exploit, and they start from the ground up, right? Like they start going into school boards and starting to get the school boards switched over to right-leaning individuals, and then they go to cities and state legislatures, and they start to get that shifted over to the right. And then the governor mansion, right? The governor role or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The governors, get those switched over to the right. And while so many people's focus is just on that national level, what they're doing is they're just building this groundswell. So something like this could potentially end up becoming a thing, right?
Yeah, and this is one of the things about this is like this has never happened yet in all of the years of the Constitution, right? And there are certain things that the Constitution says like you can't do this. Like even if it's a convention of states, like these are some things that you can't touch. But it's just one of these things where there was actually some like mock convention of states that they did like a couple years ago just to like see what would happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was basically a trial run. And then, some of these other people are like, this could be useful to us if we can't get, the Congress and the House of Representatives to, look how we want. So like, feel like in some ways that's kind of how all of this is starting. Like it's an alternative way to push through things that aren't necessarily making it through. And obviously it takes a lot of work, but
sure.
Again, look at it took 20, 30, 40 years for them to get to overturn Roe, right? Or to this point where we're assuming that that's what's going to happen, right? It was very specific elections of justices for years upon years upon years until now we've got a court where they're like, yep, we've got the people in place to do this.
Yeah. It's a scary thought, right? Like there's the direction that things could go, right? The way that we see all these pieces kind of being put into place, and who knows if it's ever going to get to this point. But I mean, I just look at the way that, and both parties do this, but it seems to be very, very heavily, what's the word I'm looking for? Very heavily used by the right, which is gerrymandering the fuck out of the states, so that they can get their electorate in there, right? And even though the vast majority of people may disagree with a certain stance, and we've seen those numbers when there all this conversation around Roe, right? Something like 70% of people support it or something. But the problem is those 70% really aren't empowered, no matter what we like to say and want to believe, and no matter what people, will trumpet from, the White House or Congress, say, well, we work for the people. No, they really don't. They will manipulate everything they can to get elected into office, and then they push their own agenda. So the fact that many people support something doesn't matter, because they're just going to twist things until they can get into office. And that's the scary thing.
Yeah, but I guess this is kind of that reminder to start local, right? Like get into these local politics, get into these local elections, make sure that you're electing people who will hopefully stand up when crap like this is happening in the States, because that's one more way to get the voices heard of the people versus the people who can just scream the loudest.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about that before, right? It's that the people that we see showing up at school board meetings and showing up at, local, state, or town city council meetings, the people who are generally incredibly loud and annoying and obnoxious, but it's not you and me. Frankly, I don't go to them. It's the people generally on the right who go to these things, have their voices heard, push their agenda, and the more that we just focus on the national level, the more that we fall behind all of the stuff that the right is doing, because they're focusing on that local level. And that's a rough situation to be in, because eventually all that stuff bubbles up, right? Like as people get their popularity and they get their experience and they move up the levels, I mean, all the people on the bottom are the ones who are going to end up on top at some point, right? And so if we don't have anybody on the bottom, then we ain't going to get anybody up top.
As Macho Man said, The cream always rises to the top.
That's
so
right.
speaking of that, let's save your views and clicks and let's move to a new topic.
Right.
Although that new topic might make people angry too. So
You never
who
know.
knows?
Oh, Jesus Christ. So, some people got very excited after the Bucks game the other day.
So, and I'm going to that's where I'm going to stop you because that's part of my pet peeve with this whole thing. So, on Friday, May 12th, 3 people were killed and 25 people were wounded, including 17 people in one incident alone in shootings across the city of Milwaukee. The uptick in violence has caused Milwaukee Police Association President Andrew Wagner to ask the city to budget for more police officers. Wagner says the police department does extra staffing, but you can only cancel so many off days for officers and move around so many shifts before you get burnout. Wagner says we're starting to see that right now in the ranks, and we need more help to flood the areas with officers. Now, what frustrates me about this, so there's a couple of pieces to this. The Bucks had a game that, they were downtown, and then, people leave, and they're like, oh, all these people were in the Deer District, and now they're down shooting on Water Street. Now, I've lived in Milwaukee my whole life. What I can tell you is there's a reason that in my age redacted years of life, I don't fucking go out on Water Street. I don't go out on Old World 3rd Street. You know why I don't go out on Water Street or Old World 3rd Street? Because there's always fucking fighting and shooting and stuff going on down there. This is life in Milwaukee. Should it be life in Milwaukee? No. But that's what we've always dealt with, is like, that's kind of where the things be going down. Like, I don't want people to be blaming this on, oh, it's the Deer District. People in the Deer District is being, wilding out, and we got to ruin the Deer District because people who want to go out to the club want to get into a fight. Like, there are so many, and I don't know where to start, right? That's why I think I'm frustrated with it, because people are going to blame the Deer District when, okay, sure, maybe there's more people out, and maybe there are more people who engage. But if there was no Bucks game, this still might have happened, because this is something that happens at least every month in the summer in Milwaukee.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I don't think the fact that the Bucks had a game and that's what led to it, right? But there's definitely a lot more people there. And the more people that are around, the more likely that A, you're going to get somebody who's an asshole, and B, you're going to get people who are going to rub one another the wrong way. And so, so I think that definitely plays a role in it. I think one of the interesting aspects of this is that we've talked so much about, kind of the defund police approach. And one of the first things this guy jumps to is we need more money so we can hire more people and get more cops into here. Is that the answer? Maybe, maybe not. But there definitely something needs to happen, right? Because, and it's not just about shootings, but there's a lot of shit that happens in Milwaukee and a lot of big cities. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, like something has to happen here.
Like, I feel like it's the whole throwing money at the problem thing is like throwing a solution at a symptom versus trying to deal with the root cause of the issue, right? It's like, well, I've been coughing a lot, so I'm going to take a cough drop, versus you should probably figure out like why you've had a habitual cough for 30 years, right? Like, that's kind of the way that I'm looking at some of this. Like, yes, it's going to help the symptom in the interim, but it's not going to actually change what's happening. So, and I don't, again, we've had these conversations that those people in power generally don't care to change what's happening, as long as it continues to benefit them.
Right. I mean, the rich white guys aren't down at the Deer District getting shot up. You know what I mean? So, I mean, maybe I'm being a little bit of a dick. I'm forgetting rule number 1 there, old man Wiggum, but
we random. No, I would. You are definitely not the we random DOTW. I think we can save that for something else on this.
We probably can, yeah. But yeah, no. To your point, we have to figure out how we can do something, and what that is. I think there's a lot of things that go into it, and it's clearly someone much smarter than I has to try to put this together. But there's so many things that lead into this that just. There's no reason any of this crap should be happening, especially not at the level that it is, because it happens everywhere, right? Like, and there's so many things that feed into it. Would having more police around help? Maybe not. But
Like,
how often have we had a bunch of police around and didn't do any goddamn thing, right?
Right.
Like
So
unless
it's like, yeah, we have more police, but we have people who feel like using a gun or having a gun is the only way that they have power. So why is, like, we have to address that power dynamic too? Because cool, now you have a police person with a gun and you have a civilian with a gun, and let's see how that turns out. Oh wait, we've seen how that has turned out time after time after time.
well, I still think that, getting rid of guns is a step in the right direction, right? Like Gamer says, we're a very violent nation. It's just what we are. But we're going to see a whole lot less people dead if instead of being able to, reach in your glove compartment and grab a gun and shoot somebody, you had to what? Like take the one that happened, in the suburbs of Milwaukee here a week or two ago, where some 18, 19-year-old kid was shot and killed. Like it was late at night. Some dude drives up and starts saying something to one of the women that he was with. She went back to this guy who was some sort of armed forces individual, told him that she didn't feel comfortable. He went up and confronted the guy, and the guy shot him and then drove away. Like, what if he didn't have a gun? What's he going to do? Have to get out the car and then they're fist fighting? Or he's going to pull out a knife and kind of try to stab him from outside the window and the guy just takes a step back? Like, the point is, like, there still may have been a confrontation there, but we may not have a dead teenager, for fuck's sake. At least let's take those steps.
Well, and people will go, oh, well, people will just get them illegally. Great. Do you know why that's a good thing? Because you always talk about how you want people to follow the law anyway. Because if this person has a gun and they have a gun illegally, that means that you can charge them. Because now they've broken two laws. They have a gun illegally and they shot someone, right? Like, we're getting to this point where people use all of the excuses to actually just not address the root issue, which is they don't want to lose those guns because the guns make them feel powerful.
I guess it's like we can go into the whole gun debate thing, which just is stupid on all fronts as far as I'm concerned. But the simple fact of the matter is something needs to change, right? Like something needs to change.
Right. And that's the most difficult situation. Like, I've had this thought myself. Like, I've got a little kid who comes and plays on my basketball hoop and I tell him to leave. And like every time I go out there, I'm like, okay, this is like an 8-year-old kid, but who knows? This 8-year-old kid could have a gun, right? Like, I shouldn't have to think about that.
Well, Old Man Wiggum wants to know if the Convention of States can take away gun rights. I mean,
if the Convention of States could do that, my guess is that Congress would be doing it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that would not happen. I think that Texas would send a bunch of representatives to make sure that didn't happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you look at the states that have already signed on for this Convention of States thing, I think you will get a very clear picture of which train that is on.
Yeah.
Or which track, so to speak, that train is riding.
I don't know. Historical Gamer seems to think we can do it, so let's go ahead and do it. What the hell?
All right,
let's get rid of it.
I just feel like we need to do something different here in Milwaukee because it's going to be another long summer of a lot of people losing people that they don't need to be losing.
Yeah, it's a bunch of horseshit. All right, I'm spinning the wheel because, damn it, I am commanding we get a good story. Hey, it's a good story.
Is it?
Michigan down payment. Michigan's.
Oh yeah.
I think Wisconsin's finally going to make a down payment and take that top part of the state that should have been ours the whole time. Maybe.
Michigan's $10,000 down payment assistance program gives eligible buyers up to $10,000 of assistance in housing down payment in certain zip codes. For those who don't qualify for that, typically they may get up to $7,500. Now, to qualify, an application must meet the county's household income limit, which varies by county and by home size. The home sale price must be lower than $225,000, and applicants must have a minimum credit score of 640. Now, this program is being advertised due to Michigan's home values having skyrocketed. In April 2019, the average price of a home was 169K, also known as Lorenzo Cain's batting average. It is now 231, known as most of the Brewers' batting averages that aren't hitting below 220. But, this program is basically here to try to help homeowners get a sustainable home. Now, again, if we're looking at these prices, there are a lot of homes that might be excluded, but I think this is a good step in the right direction, and it's something that could really help low income buyers and individuals who may have some limited capacities to get a reasonable kind of starter or regular home.
Yeah, Dubs is very bullish. I don't know what the term is. He's one of those two things about this. This is a great idea, but won't reach enough people to make a difference. Does nothing to help the folks who likely need it most, and that's possible. I think.
It's possible, but
I'm intrigued by
what
it says the county's household income limit is, because I don't see.
There was a chart that I looked up, and it was like, you got to have this, and you got to have this, and you got to be here, and you got to do. Like, I was like, this is too much to try to explain.
I'm sure there's a lot of different things that you have to fall into. That it's probably a pretty niche area. I'm sure. I would hope that there's some thoughts. I hope there's some thoughts into why they chose this specific demographic and what makes sense and who the people are that need it the most, that kind of thing. I would assume that it is, but I think the simple fact is, if we just look at things from a very 10,000 foot view, as the people at work are used to saying. Somebody that's watching this will get a kick out of that. Anyway, the point is, if you look at it from the 10,000 foot view, this is still us trying to help people, right? We're still trying to get people into a home, people who otherwise may not be able to get a home. And I think that's a good thing. Anytime that you can give a leg up on somebody, that helps. And I'm gonna share kind of a personal story. There was a personal story here in Milwaukee. This was probably 2 weeks ago or so. I saw it pop up on Facebook. This is a person that I used to work with, someone who actually reported to me. I was her leader for quite a while, and she was on the news because she had gotten a home from Habitat for Humanity. She's a black woman with a number of kids, and she was speaking very eloquently about how this is a life changer, not only because she has a home, but this helps to break some of that generational wealth that we talk about, right? It's giving her something that she can then pass on to her kids and hopefully give them a stepping stone. Not to mention the fact that it just gives them a place to call home. So I think that this is the type of thing, if they can really narrow in on the group of individuals that need this the most and can help them get into homes, this could be a huge thing. And we've talked a lot about how, a lot of different demographics, but especially black individuals, have had to really struggle with the lack of that generational wealth and redlining and all of those types of things. So if they're able to get this into, some of those individuals and get them into houses, I think this is a great thing. So yes, to Dub's, point of view, maybe this isn't going to hit as many people as we want. Maybe it's not going to do as much good as it potentially could. But again, it's a step in the right direction. And maybe this type of program can be looked at and expand into a wider range.
Yeah, that's exactly thought process that I have, because looking at the numbers, maybe this doesn't help those individuals who are most financially needy, but it might help people in situations similar to me or you, where maybe now affording a house isn't as palatable as it might have been 10 years ago. So, helping people is helping people, because if you help one person, that person has the capability of helping someone else.
Yeah. And Gamer, you and Dubs both, I think you have good points, is the people who need this most, they may not be able to jump through all the hoops that need to. And plus, if you look at it, the price of the home has to be under $224. And we already talked about how the average price is going way up. There's a minimum credit score. There's some sort of household income limit, whether that's a ceiling or a floor. I don't know which that is. It's probably a little bit of both. How many people are even going to fit into that area? And of those that do, how many of them are even going to know that this program exists? And of those that may know that this program exists, how many of them are going to be able to put the pieces together to be able to take advantage of this? So yes, there's clearly a lot of ifs and buts and that type of thing. But again, at least a step in the right direction, and hopefully we can do more of that.
Strong agree.
All right. Let's spin.
Good.
We're going to talk about this son of a bitch. I almost said the word I'm not supposed to say. Because if anybody fucking deserves it, it's this fucking guy.
Uh-oh.
This fucking guy doesn't even deserve Dick of the Week. This guy's...
Does he deserve the drop that we didn't create from the voice message that I sent you?
Yes.
All right, well, we're not going to do that, but we are going to talk about the Buffalo shooting because, we try to stay on the topics that are big in the news, and we're going to talk about the white 18-year-old individual wearing military gear and live streaming with a helmet camera who opened fire with a rifle at a supermarket in Buffalo, who killed 10 people and wounded 3 others in what authorities described as a racially motivated violent extremism. The man posted a 106-page online manifesto that was uploaded explaining that he was motivated by a conspiracy theory that white people are being replaced by other races. In the manifesto, it said, "If there's one thing I want you to get from these writings, it's that white birth rates need to change. Every day the white population becomes fewer in number." Then he went on to say exactly how many babies per woman people need to make. So, I wanted to point this out because this sounds ridiculous, but this is the kind of thing that's happening every single day because of all the bullshit that's going on in our world around us, right? And what really bothered me about this story is the lack of empathy that people had. When you're looking at, obviously I violated rule number 2. If rule number 1 is don't be a dick, rule number 2 is never read the comments. So yeah. I read the comments, right? But first comment, well, that's why I concealed carry so that doesn't happen to me or my family. Dude, did you not read the article where this man was wearing military fatigues and armor? There was a former police officer who was a security guard at this store who shot this man, and it did not do anything because he was wearing armor. So your little pistol in your pocket while you're over here fondling some melons in the produce aisle ain't gonna do nothing, brother. It's these people have no kindness or empathy or thoughts. And other people are like, oh, well, why are we talking about this dude, but we're not still talking about the guy who went through the Waukesha parade? What?
Yeah. I don't even know what to say about this because this whole thing is just insane. And I guess, so first of all, just to address this fucking piece of shit, he's a fucking piece of shit, right? Fuck him and his thoughts. That is what it is. The more important part of this story, obviously the most important part is the people that were impacted, right? The people that were hurt and killed. That's what the focus should be on. I think our fear here is this is a kid, a dude. I mean, he's 18 fucking years old. He talked about how he was really indoctrinated, and I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for, but escalated, extremized. I'm not sure what the word is. Gamer will tell me that I'm an idiot, and he'll give me the right word probably. But because he, at the start of COVID, he just went onto fucking 4chan and just started reading about all this extremist shit that was out there, and just bought into it, and just kind of built up into what he is. And so there's all that shit that's out there, first of all. Radicalized. Thank you, Gamer. I knew you'd have my back. On top of that, you've got assholes like Tucker Carlson on the most highly rated, most watched fucking cable TV show spouting this same bullshit. This whole replacement theory shit that he's talking about, it's on every one of Tucker Carlson's fucking shows, right? This guy is out there getting paid to lift these people up and to amp them up and to get them excited and get them, you know, all jacked up and wanting to do this kind of shit. And then it just continues to fester in these different areas online and, you know, in back alleys and wherever the hell else these cretins fucking gather. And it just continues to grow. And these people are so fucking disgusting. So this dude, he actually thought about going to a school nearby. This is a video that I meant to send you, B, and I don't know that I did. This dude was talking about it. I think it was on the Rachel Maddow show. So this fucking dude he actually thought about going to a school. And he thought about going to the school because he figured there was a lot of black students there because the school doesn't test very well. Like, first of all, you're a fucking asshole. And second, he decided not to go to the school. He wanted to go to the supermarket because he specifically doesn't want black people to ever feel safe anywhere. So he wanted to go to this random place where everybody normally goes and it's perfectly safe, and he just wants to like put fear and all this bullshit into people's minds. And it's going to work, right? Like, do you think that people aren't going to start to think about the next time they go to a fucking store? Like, of course people are. And then he posts this fucking diatribe online to get other people excited about this and to try to make himself this huge, you know, thing. And let's not forget, all right, this big, bad, scary motherfucker just handed himself over to police. Like, he didn't want to deal with anybody who had a real gun. He's just going to say, oh, no, I'm too afraid. I'm just going to give up. I mean, I want to say more, but I'm not going to because then I'll really be an asshole. But the problem is this shit continues to happen. And it's not only happening in the back alleys and in the hidden areas of the internet, but it's happening on fucking primetime television. And that's a problem. When we got these fucking people like Tucker Carlson out there who's saying this shit, we got people like fucking DeSantis down in Florida who's just passing all these stupid ass laws to make all this bullshit happen. I mean, they're just putting it out there on public display that you should and can, and you're an idiot if you don't hate people because they are black or women or trans or gay or whatever the case may be. Like, this is fucking disgusting. And, you know, we just got done talking about the fact that people in Milwaukee are shooting one another, and that's bad. But how much of this is just more hate because of all this shit they see everywhere? All you see everywhere is fucking hate.
Right. And it's just like the whole thing about this is, you know, people will say, oh, well, Tucker Carlson is just entertainment. That's not news. But you've literally got these people out here who are saying, oh, well, you shouldn't have a LGBTQ flag in a classroom because that's going to indoctrinate children because they like bright colors. So they're going to, you know, be attracted to this flag. But it's okay for these people out here to be spewing all this stuff, for all this stuff to be out here about, you know, here's how you can get all of these military fatigues and this armor. And, you know, we got all these games that tell you about all of these, you know, armors and hats and guns. And like these things are in the same way indoctrinating people into this specific type of society, into these specific types of things as all of these other things, right? But nobody wants to talk about that, right? And it's just one of these things that this is just disgusting in the sense that, you know, somebody else is probably going to look at this and say, yeah, maybe I can do that too, right? And that's the unfortunate part about all of this.
Yeah, I want to call out two things at Gamer Sex. I think they're important. So, first of all, I'm going to start with the second thing you said. Somewhere along the line, and I don't know who it was that brought this up, they tied this back to video games again, which obviously we're doing this on a channel that I live stream video games on. So I have a bit of an opinion on that. And I think I heard somewhere that this asshole, he live streamed this on Twitch for a couple minutes before they shut it down. He had a GoPro stuck to his helmet, and apparently what I had heard is that he had said he wanted it to look like a first-person shooter. So of course everybody will jump on that because it's a video games problem, right? There's video games everywhere, to Gamer's point, and they don't have people running around shooting each other, right? So that's stupid as shit, but they'll run with that.
It's not a video games problem though, right? But
that's what I'm saying. It's not. It has nothing to do with video. It has nothing to do with video games. The other thing that he said that I think is important to call out, and this one I think deserves more time, is Ron DeSantis and Tucker Carlson are assholes. Yes, they're riding the wave. You're right. They didn't create this problem. This problem has been around for ages and ages and ages. But the thing is that the more that people are saying this, the more that they're saying this publicly, and the more that people who are in a position of authority say this, the more that people will buy into it, right? We saw that with Trump. Like the beginning and the end of Trump's presidency, you could see how just the public willingness to stand up and say this bullshit out loud just grew exponentially. And a big part of that is because you've got this dude who's running the country who's saying this shit, or at least hinting very, very strongly towards this shit, right? And so people obviously are going to take something of that and say, well, if he's saying it, it's okay. It's okay for us to show hatred and to, you know, to not be okay with gay people. It's okay for us to make fun of disabled people because our president is saying that. And you're right. All these guys are doing is just riding that wave, right? They're riding the wave of hatred and disgust and bigotry, and they're trying to ride that to whatever it is they're trying to get to, right? Tucker Carlson's trying to get rich off it. DeSantis is trying to be president, and that's what they're trying to do. And that's the problem. We need people in these very high up positions, preferably, who are going to stand up to this bullshit and make sure it doesn't happen. They need to stand up. They need to have those conversations. They need to go on record. And we need to find a way to shut these fuckers down, because if we don't, this is just going to keep happening. And I'm going to repeat what I've said, and I'm probably going to say it every goddamn week that we do this podcast. But this is part of the reason why we do this, why I'm doing this, at least. I don't want to put words in B's mouth, but this is part of the reason that we do this podcast, and the reason I'm going to yell and scream from my tiny little house. Okay, it's not that tiny, but my little house in the Milwaukee area, and scream my head off that we cannot put up with this shit. And we have to be at a point where we can speak our mind. We can let people know that this hate and this bigotry and this bullshit is not okay. We're not going to stand for it. And we just have to keep putting that in the world. We have to keep putting good into the world, and we have to keep fighting against this. Because the more that we be quiet, as much as sometimes I want to, the more that we're quiet and we let this shit go, the more that those louder fucking obnoxious voices are just going to overdrown everything. So this is my ploy. Like I say every goddamn time I get on this fucking soapbox, make sure your voice is heard. Whatever it is you do, however you do it, whether it's, you know, water cooler talk at the office when somebody tells an off-color joke, call them out on that bullshit. If you're hanging out with your buddies and your buddy, you know, talks about, you know, tells a gay joke, let them know that shit ain't okay. You know, when somebody, you know, says, hey, what's up, my N person, let them know, yo, that's not all right. Don't say that shit, right? Like, even those small things, we need to stand up for it. And then obviously the much bigger examples, we need to make sure our voice is heard.
Yep, that's great. And I was going to have you play a drop, but I feel like we should just let that be, and we should move on to the random rankings.
I think that's probably a good idea. So let me play that drop.
Random rankings.
All right, we got some random rankings.
All right. So for those of you who have been with us for the past few weeks, we've been working through the Birthday Bonanza bracket. This is Birthday Bonanza Part 3. So we have gone through this bracket, and we are trying to figure out how we take this field of 64 and we chop it down, because we want to decide which 5-person team is the group that we'd want to spend one epic night with. So we've got our brackets all set, and we are going to go through, and we might, time depending, be able to crown a winner tonight.
Possibly. So what I did is, the last few weeks we had the very small, you know, bracket thing out there. So I just put this all into Google Sheets here so that we can actually see kind of what we're doing, and hopefully this will make life a little bit easier for us. So,
all right.
B, do you want to kind of read these out?
So we have first, it's July 23rd versus May 12th. So July 23rd is Woody Harrelson / Monica Lewinsky, Gary Payton, and Daniel Radcliffe. May 12th, George Carlin, Yogi Berra, Tony Hawk, Ving Rhames, and Florence Nightingale. What do you got on this one, Sconzi? I know you've ridden the Woody Harrelson high so far, but George Carlin's your guy, so where are you going? So
I was worried. I was getting everything situated. Do we explain what we're looking at here and why we're doing this?
So we did. I explained that this is the bracket, and what we're doing is, of these 5-person teams, we get to spend one epic night with this team. We can do whatever we want with these 5 people, but we have to decide which 5 people do we want to spend that night with.
Do whatever we want within reason and with consent. Okay, let's just be honest, because I'm going to be a pig on some of these. So yeah, I've really ridden the whole I want to get high with Woody Harrelson, but It's fucking George Carlin, man. I mean, I can't vote against George Carlin.
Yeah, let's go with George Carlin.
All right, George Carlin and the group are moving on. Is there a way that
now wasn't Yogi was it Yogi Berra who people said was kind of a jerk? I can't remember.
No, Yogi Berra was he was very interesting is what he was.
Okay.
How do I change this text? Can I just highlight it? Where can I highlight it? In here? There we go.
It looks like you highlighted it to me.
Highlight it in green. There we go. All right, it's highlighted.
Okay. Cool.
All right, let's move on.
April 4th, Robert Downey Jr., Heath Ledger, Hugo Weaving, Maya Angelou, and David Cross versus Ken Griffey Jr., Bjork, Troy Aikman, Nikki Bella, and Carly Rae Jepsen. I feel like this is going to be the first one that goes to chat because I am going to continue riding that Carly Rae Jepsen train.
Yeah, this one's definitely going to chat. David Cross is fucking hilarious. So he would be very cool to hang out with. And Heath Ledger seemed like he was a good guy. Like he seemed like he'd be fun. And Robert Downey Jr. not in his drug time. Yeah, I think I'd have to go April 4. So chat, this one's on you. It looks like we got a couple April 4s over in the Glimish chat. We'll have to let the slow people in the other chats give them a couple seconds, but it's looking like 4-4 is going to move on. I'm going to very slowly get this ready to highlight. All right, that's it. 4-4. Moving on.
All right. So now we're moving on to November 22nd versus July 2nd. November 22nd has Rodney Dangerfield, who can't get no respect, Jamie Lee Curtis, Billie Jean King, Scarlett Johansson, and Juju Smith-Schuster. We got July 2nd with Thurgood Marshall, Johnny Weir, Jose Canseco, Dave Thomas, the Wendy's guy, and Sylvia Rivera. So what do you got on this one, Sconzi?
You know, I've ridden Johnny Weir. You know, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what word I'm thinking. You know what I mean. I've really... Okay, let's start over. I've been really big on Johnny Weir just because he seems fun as shit. Like, he seems like an absolute trip. But, like, Rodney Dangerfield, Jamie Lee Curtis, Scarlett Johansson, and those are just the fun people. I mean, even Juju would be fun as shit.
Juju could film it all.
And Billie Jean King, like how cool would it be to hang out with Billie Jean King? She's a fucking legend. Like, it's gotta be November 22nd for me.
Agreed. Agree with you.
Throw both of them in the trash.
Oh no!
Come on, Wiggs. And Ellie, we're not gonna go into riding Johnny Weir anymore. Let's just skip past that.
Oh boy. All right. Well, we are going to go with August 9th versus May 13th. So August 9th, we've got Whitney Houston, Deion Sanders, Sam Elliott, Gillian Anderson, and Anna Kendrick versus May 13th, Dennis Rodman, Stephen Colbert, Pusha T, Honey Badger, and Stevie Wonder. So I am going to stick with my August 9th group because who doesn't want to party with Whitney Houston? You got lots of good stuff going on here. Right? You got Whitney, you got Prime Time, you got Anna Kendrick, Gillian Anderson, you know. So we're good here. I like this group. What do you got, Sconzi?
I like the fact that you named off 4 of the 5 people.
I don't know who Sam Elliott is.
And the one person you didn't name off is the one person that I would most like to hang out with in that group. He's an actor. He's an old actor, dude.
Okay.
So I'm looking at this as this is a party group, right? We're gonna have a party. Which group is gonna have the best party? And I think that it doesn't matter. I don't even think you have to look at groups. I think there's one name here that says this is the fucking party. And that's Dennis Rodman. It's Dennis Rodman.
I don't know. Whitney Houston could party, though, right?
She could, but she got nothing on Dennis Rodman. I got to go with Rodman, man.
All right, so it's going to the chat. What do you got for us, chat?
Right now, it looks like Rodman's leading the group all by himself. I don't even know who Pusha T and Honey Badger are.
Pusha T is a rapper. I'm not sure who Honey Badger is.
I'm not even sure who that are. But Dennis Rodman, I think he's taking the cake.
I mean, Stevie Wonder would be there to help me out to make sure that I don't like fall down and like do blind people.
There you go. Yeah, the blind guys could hang out. All right, we got January 7th and February 20th.
Oh, sorry, I misheard you.
Oh,
Okay, so January 17th, Michelle Obama, Betty White, Muhammad Ali, Dwayne Wade, or Ben Franklin. February 20th, Rihanna, Angelica Schuler, Church, Charles Barkley, Sidney Poitier, and Kurt Cobain.
oh my God.
So what do you got on this one, Skanzi? I went first last time, so what do you got?
Is Gonzi going to repeat Rihanna again? I mean, if I'm just being, a dog of a guy, then of course I'm going to choose Rihanna. So I think these groups, in my mind, I think the hangout is not the Dennis Rodman party. In this case, I think the hangout is we're just going to chill with like some scotch and just hang out and just fucking chat. Like, because I just think there's just so many brilliant people in this group. And I'm really stuck on which group would be better to chat with. Like, I mean,
I feel like Muhammad Ali and Dwayne Wade and like Ben Franklin would all be down with this scotch situation.
I think if I go back to who is the one person that I would most want to hang out with here, I think it's Muhammad Ali. I think
I'll come with you on Muhammad Ali.
I mean, Ben Franklin would be ridiculously cool, right? And nothing against anybody else on this list, but like Muhammad Ali in the 60s when he was, just doing his thing and like that, dude, that's next level, man.
All right, so now we got March 6th, Shaq, Gabriel Garcia Marquez, Michelangelo, Tyler the Creator and Tammy Taylor, Connie Britton. And July 1st, Pamela Anderson, Princess Diana, Missy Elliott, Carl Lewis, and Plies.
I want to go back. Ellie, I agree. Losing Sidney Poitier on that one, that was a sad loss. That would be super cool to hang with him. Again, we're stuck with a bunch of people that I don't know.
So like, I feel like if we're going with the one, it just depends on if you want, fun or if you want fun.
Yeah, this kind of seems like it's the Shaq versus Pamela Anderson group. Man.
I guess I made you go first, so I'm going to go with Shaq. We'll go with the Shaq group. I mean, both of these groups are pretty weak, I would say. So go with Shaq and see if Shaq can carry this group.
Oh man, yeah, I'm going with Shaq. I think I gotta give it to Shaq. I mean, the dog in me wants to choose Pam Anderson. Let's be honest, but I gotta go with Shaq. I think,
oh man, this one's gonna hurt.
What? Oh, the next one?
So,
yeah.
The next one. So you got March 24th, Peyton Manning, The Undertaker, Harry Houdini, Chris Bosh, and Tommy Hilfiger versus January 8th, Elvis Presley, David Bowie, Stephen Hawking, Rey Mysterio, and David Silva. So I know that one of these groups has one of your favorite people in it. So what do you got on this one, Skanzi?
I gotta go with the King. It's gotta be the King.
So you're going with Elvis?
I gotta go with Elvis.
I learned that David Silva is a soccer player, so I'll come with you.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotta go Manning.
Plus it's Rey Mysterio.
That's true, Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio could tell you some like really bomb stories about lots of things, I bet.
Yeah, like both these are great groups. Like Peyton would be amazing to hang out with. That guy seems to have an incredible sense of humor. With. Harry Houdini, don't know a ton about who he was as a person outside of what he did, but like both of these are killer groups. Like this is this is like when North Carolina and Duke meet in like the Elite Eight. It's like, this is disgusting. This should be at least a Final Four matchup.
Does that mean that we need to cancel the podcast and go like see if we can hang out with these two groups like Eric Church did?
Yeah, Ellie, I agree. I'm not sure how we lost Dua Lipa. She lost out somewhere along the line. I'll have to go check that out.
All right, so we got September 5th, Freddie Mercury, Werner Herzog, Michael Keaton, Bob Newhart, and Raquel Welch versus August 14th, Mia Kunis, Halle Berry, Steve Martin, Tim Tebow, and Magic Johnson. What you got for me, Skanzi?
I feel like August 14th started off at a high, and then it just like kind of skyrocketed, or just kind of like nosedived. I still gotta go August 14th.
All right. So I am going with August 14th as well. I mean, Tim Tebow is kind of the weak link of that group, but it would still be interesting to talk to Tim Tebow, I guess.
Yeah. So Old Man Wiggum said August 14th for obvious reasons, but I'm curious what the obvious reason is. I'm assuming it's Tim Tebow, but Wiggs.
Right.
Why? Oh, the first two. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
All right. So we're moving back to the top, right?
Well, do we want to finish this off? We're at an hour right now, so we could save this. Chat.
I would say let's just finish it.
Chat, what do you think? Do we finish it or do we hold off?
We're not that far from finishing it.
Old Man Wiggum says hold off. Just saying.
2, 4, 6, 8. We only got 8 left, so
we're in the final 4, right? Or
we're in the Elite 8.
I say we hold off. Let's finish it up next week.
Okay.
We're finishing it off next week. I'm dropping the hammer. I don't know what that means. We're going to finish it next week. I'll get this all cleaned up, and we'll be good to go. We'll wrap it up. We'll do the whatever it is, the Elite 8 or whatever, and then we'll knock the whole thing out next week. So the suspense is here. Come back to find out if George Carlin can beat Robert Downey Jr. with a hammer.
That's violent.
I mean, violence is everywhere. But now, let's do B's extra point.
That's true. So we talked a lot about anger today. We talked a lot about violence. We talked a lot about things that are not so great in our world. But I wanted to kind of take you behind the curtain for a minute, right? Like, as I told you at the beginning of this podcast, I've been sending Sconzi lots of interesting messages this week. But there was a moment where I was pretty fired up about something that was very stupid. It was sports. Don't blame me. As Sconzi would say, don't judge me or jug me or however it's pronounced. But, then I was listening to my music and a certain song came on and reminded me of the fact that happiness is just around the corner. So, it's one of those things where no matter where things are, no matter what's going on, you can always recenter yourself. You can leave crappy things behind and you can move forward with a view of optimism and of happiness. So that's what I wanted to leave you with, right? Like we talked about a lot of negative stuff today, but we want to leave you with some hope. And that hope is we appreciate you being here. We appreciate you engaging in our, we randomness. And we want to thank you for being part of our journey because we appreciate it.
Amen, brother. All right. It always astonishes me how even when we don't talk about this stuff, Brian and I are kind of on the same wavelength. So I started writing this last week. I started blogging, kind of, not really, but a little bit. I wrote a little thing. It's like this long. It's like 14 words. It's a little bit longer than that, but give or take. And the reason I did this is because I had this really weird situation happen. It was Tuesday or Wednesday of last week. Middle of the day, I'm like, I'm going to go get something for lunch. I work from home. So go to the kitchen, I get some stuff set up, go to the restroom, and I come back from the restroom. I'm in the kitchen, and I stop, and I ask myself this question out of nowhere. Why the fuck am I happy? And I was so confused because I was legitimately happy. And that may sound weird, but I'm just not a happy person. And I don't mean that I'm a miserable person. I'm just kind of I just kind of go through the paces. And I know this is a bad thing. Like I don't want to be this person, but I'm not generally just overtly, outwardly happy all the time. It's just not who I am. In fact, I don't know that I feel a lot of emotion throughout the day. And one of the things that I've spoken a lot with my therapist with is just stopping to recognize how I'm feeling throughout the day. But this shocked me. Why am I happy? And the greatest part about it is there was no fucking reason why I was happy. There was none. There wasn't anything. There wasn't, hey, I get to do something cool tonight, or hey, Brian paid me a great compliment, or hey, the podcast got 9 million views. It was nothing like, there was nothing. I was just genuinely, randomly fucking happy. And it was such a great feeling. And I I guess I share that because I think a lot of us probably fall into a similar situation where we don't recognize kind of how we're feeling on a minute to minute, hour to hour, day to day basis. We just kind of do what we do. We can get stuck in the rut where, we're dealing with our families or our friends or our work or whatever the case may be. And we just kind of do what we do. And I don't know that a lot of people spend a lot of time thinking about that. And it's something that I'm going to be thinking about more often. It's something I'm going to put more time into. It's something I want to digest and investigate and understand better than I do now. And it was a very exciting situation to come to that realization literally out of nowhere. And I thought I would share. So that's what I got, B. Why don't you wrap us up?
All right. Well, I'm very glad to hear that you were happy because you deserve happiness, Gonzi. So we are wrapping this up here. So for today, you can find me on Twitter at LandmarkMKE. Please don't talk about the Bucks to me because if you do, I might have to send Sconzi another angry message. You can find Sconzi on Twitter at Sconzi. You can also find Sconzi on Amazon Sidewalk. You can find Sconzi wherever books are sold. Probably, I don't know, who knows. But you can find Sconzi pretty much anywhere on the socials, whether that's on YouTube, on Twitch, on Glimish, on Spotify, in your favorite podcast app. That's where we're going to be. So if you have questions, concerns, issues, you can at us on Twitter, AQ_PROD. As I said, please don't talk to me about the Milwaukee Bucks. I am still very sad. But, getting better. It's going to be okay.
It'll be okay.
Packers have a schedule, baby. And we can do the win-loss, not next week, because we're finishing random rankings next week. So in 2 weeks, we're going to do the win. No, we're not, because that's stupid, but we're still going to do it anyway.
We'll probably do it anyway.
We got content that we got to fill, baby. Woo! So until next week, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. I'm Landmark. That's Gonzi. Any words of wisdom or exiting thoughts for our people tonight?
Just be happy, y'all.
Be happy and go forth and prosper, baby. We'll see you next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
All right, we out. I agree, Ollie. Could be worse. Could be Bears fans.
I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about how the Bears and the Falcons are like fighting each other to have the trashiest wide receiver group in the league.
Seems legit.
Because apparently the Bears are like signing all of these dudes who are like first and second round picks like 7 years ago. They're like, the Bears have signed Dante Pettis. And like they drafted some dude who was like 25 years old, and somebody was like, "Yeah, they drafted Justin Fields' grandfather."
Oh God!
Like, oh dear.
We have a secret advantage. We'll probably match it with a bad quarterback prospect. Yeah, seems legit.
Yeah. This is fun.
It was fun. We didn't even get that mad, which was a good thing. Well, I mean, we kind of did a little bit, but
I was able to not say any of the things that I told you I didn't want to say on air.
I know. So I totally want to make that drop. Mukau Rich, did we talk about Apple? We did not talk about Apple. We did not get to that.
We did not talk about Apple.
But you know what? We might talk about it on the extra time, which is the extra podcast episode that you get if you subscribe to the Patreon. I'm just throwing that out there.
It's true. I got to still figure that out because there was a thing that happened to one of my friend's family members, so there may be some type of funeral on the day that we will do that.
Oh, no. I hope everything's all right, man.
I mean, it is what it is. The person is now deceased, but like it was expected, but it was still like sad, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
So my wife may need to go, or I may need to go. I have not been told yet. I just follow the directions in my calendar.
All right. Yeah, just let me know what's up. We'll make adjustments if we need to.
Yeah. But yeah, so we got the podcast knocked out. That feels all good. We do. Knock on wood, I'm still doing okay over here. So
well, that's good.
Excellent.
Looks like Apex is broken, I'm guessing.
Oh, sounds. Are those is Out of the Park acquiring Apex? Is that what's happening here?
I guess. I don't know. It says the servers are down. I didn't look to see if. It might just be me. I don't know.
Apex will be like, you can only have, this many points for a win now.
Right. Well, they already did that to start the season.
I'm really annoyed with.
Oh yeah, it's definitely having,
out of the park thing.
So they have definitely having lots of issues. It looks like.
Oh, good times.
Oh, well, what
Seems
can you do?
legit.
Oh, wow.
Time to play Tiny Tina's something or other, right? Wasn't that a game that y'all played once?
Maybe. Yeah, we did play a bunch of Tiny Tinas, so I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. I'll have to jump over and talk to the boys that are already trying to play and see what they're running into.
Go back to playing Grand Theft Auto.
Maybe. It might be Grand Theft Auto night. We'll have to see.
Dropping some planes and getting 2,000 views on Twitch, or not Twitch,
Maybe.
but on TikTok.
Yeah. I know. I need to drop some more of those videos.
Hey, I don't know that we said anything funny enough to drop it here.
I don't know. Let's see.
We can try. We did our best, Spanzy. We did our best.
That's all we can do, man. We can only do our best.
We can. I saw. What did you make for dinner? It looked pretty good.
Steak and vegetables.
Yeah.
I got to get back to cooking for myself because, A, all the crap that I order is super unhealthy, and B, it's really fucking expensive, man.
I was going to say, DoorDash is expensive, but now you got me wanting Jets, man. That's not fair.
Dude, Jets was pretty good, but I'm not even going to tell you how much that order was. Holy fuck.
Oh, I know how much that order was. Like 2 pizzas at Jets is $50.
Yeah.
I know how much Jets cost because you probably ordered the pizza and then you probably ordered like 3 of the sides. And
I wish it was $50. Let's just say that.
Trust me, I know. Yeah. I'm with you, brother. Yeah. I order Jets. That's why Jets is a specialty in this house. Because we get 2 pizzas, it's $50. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, sounds about right.
But yeah, so it's all right though. I want to look at the weather. Let's see, what is the weather gonna be? Oh, give it to me. Oh yeah, it's gonna be 80 on Thursday.
What's going on Thursday?
I don't know. I'm thinking about patio beer.
Oh, nice.
So if you're interested in patio beer, let me know.
Well, I'm supposed to stream, so we'll have to figure it out.
Oh, yeah. Darn. See, I always forget about that.
Yeah.
It's Monday through Thursday.
Yeah.
Darn.
Yeah, we'll figure it
out. Shows you, I never know what day it is. I'm just like, my calendar is literally, number 1, working, which is usually yes. Do I have to go into the office? Yes or no? If I have to go into the office, am I taking the bus? Yes or no? Yeah. That's pretty much like the way that I plan my day. So Thursday is a yes, I'm going into the office. Yes, I'm taking the bus, which means that I can figure out what I want to do after work. So do I just want to come home or do I want to go somewhere?
Right.
So part of me is like, while I'm already out, I kind of want to just go get patio beer.
Well, there you go. Hit me up. We'll figure it out.
That would actually require me to go and do a thing after work, and I might just be like, no, I'm just gonna go home because I'm old now.
I'm not arguing any of
that. I cannot tell you the number of times where in my brain I'm like, I think I'm gonna do this thing, and then by 3 o'clock I'm like, I just want to go home.
It seems legit.
But, with the way Out of the Park is going, it's not like I gotta come home for that. At this point.
Yep, I know you're a big fan of what they're doing over there.
I'm gonna be the thumbs down meme guy.
Alright, I'm gonna switch over and talk to the guys, see if they're able to get this Apex working. I don't know if it's me or if it's everybody. It looks like Apex itself is having issues, but...
Cool. Well, I will see you all later. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening and take care.
All right, B, take care, bud.
You too. Bye.
Bye. All right, let me go join these fools over here. Yo, what's up? Hello?
Is that the Sconzi?
Well,
sorry,
fuck yeah,
Sconzi's getting loud. We're in the armory.
So Apex is working for you guys.
We be Paxton for the apes.
Yeah, mine won't load. It's weird. I mean, my stream's running, so clearly, clearly something's working. Unable to connect to EA servers. Check your internet connection. Obviously, it's fucking working. Maybe it's a Steam thing. Let me go into Steam.
Whoa, what the heck?
Let's try to close out of Steam. Bum, 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 bum.
Lord. That was a fortuitous box. Oh, God.
Their status page indicates a Steam problem. Restarting entirely could be a win. Well, I can't restart everything. Then I'm gonna lose you guys.
Well, what the frick?
I restarted Steam. That's gonna fix it. Just wait. Here it comes. Boom. It's gonna be fixed. Putting the good into the world.
Do it, Skanzi.
Oh shit! It's loading. It worked. Well, it's spinning around in a circle. So maybe it worked. It's trying. Hey, it worked. There we go. Ellie feels better. I need to go check out that icon. All right, I'm gonna mute myself.
So how you doing, Skanzi?
I'm good, Joe. How are you?
Good. I can actually hear now. So
They're right there. Fuck it, let's go.
Go kill him. I gotta start responding to you guys verbally, because my chats are going to every one of the streaming things. So somebody's watching on YouTube and they're like, "Why the fuck is he saying maybe?" Nobody's saying anything. All right, I need to load up Blemish so I can see Ellie's new icon. Blemish.tv. Oh, we need to change the name here too. Yeah, we'll leave it.
Yeah, they're dead.
We need to mute you so I don't have.
Hey Joe, they're dead. In case you were wondering.
Oh, Ellie, this stuff.
There's a little. Whatever the. One of them method. I don't know.
What's that sound? It's so jacked. Weird. Eva 8 skin, huh? No. That's kind of wicked. I want to use that. Cares about the bow check. We should go look at the store. I really like this skin. It's a really cool skin.
Oh man, we got things a dropping.
Fix my icon. Oh, I need to come take a look. This is a great skin, but this is the skin that I've got for Wraith. Like, this skin is, look at this thing. This is amazing. Like, why would I ever change from that? I guess.
Well, one of them's a replicator, but then there's an actual drop.
That's kind of boring.
You gonna go get it?
What is this? This is a.
You probably get it.
Oh, that's the skin. What is this? Oh, I already own it.
Just get it, Dubs. Just get it.
Beauty, fidelity, and honor. That's
I'll come over here with the Chargy.
Oh God, get out of here with that garbage. Okay, that's kind of cool. I'm not paying real money for it. That's cool.
Actually,
that's cool. Life of the party.
Just purple armor and then a purple shotgun bolt. And
how's ranked going? Well, pretty well. I made silver earlier today, I think. or yesterday. Might have been yesterday. So I made it up to silver. Thank you. Joe is just short of silver, and Dubs doesn't get to play as much as we do, so he's a little bit further down. But yeah, it's the ranked run is very, very different. Very, very different. Oh God, I gotta go look at this. I find it moving. Well, I wonder what the icon could possibly be.
Oh, great.
The resemblance is uncanny there too.
One on the roof, 2 on the first floor.
That's funny. Funny. What mythic? If I got another one, which one do I choose? So I've got Bloodhound's axe because when I first got one, I played Bloodhound a lot. And then obviously the last time I got one, I had to get Caustic because it's my guy, right? But what do I get if I get another one? So this is kind of cool, actually.
Knock 2.
Sword, but I don't really use.
There's another
crypto
team here,
much.
Joe.
Yeah, there's
Don't
somebody
use
inside
Rampart.
too.
Shit.
There.
I'm knocked outside.
Maybe I get the prestige skin. Ooh,
My
that
teammate.
might be good. That
Come
might
on,
be the
teammate.
one. That might be the one.
Bro,
Gibraltar
there's
would
2
be kind
teams
of
here.
cool.
We need your help.
Just hear Dubs going off in the background. Mirage would be kind of cool with
Nice job, Joe.
his thing.
Oh.
Nope, I think it's this. I think it's this, the prestige. What do? They don't
He's
do
looting
anything.
my crate.
They legit do nothing.
I think I'm looting your crate.
And the heirlooms,
right,
if you're not carrying a weapon,
Respawn, Joe.
then they
did
carry
you?
the weapon,
I did.
or they carry the heirloom.
If you can get me up, I can get all my shit back.
So I'll use
okay.
either Caustic or Bloodhound, and I'll show you. Yeah, if you're running without
We still have enough time.
a weapon, they pop up.
We don't
The
have far to
prestige
go.
skin actually it like basically levels up. So this is how it
respawn
starts,
in my box.
and then it moves up to this, and then it moves up to this based on
got it.
something. I don't know, your kills or something like that.
30 seconds. I'm gonna have to rip and run.
Deal 30,000 damage. Deal 100,000 damage.
Thanks, Joe.
Oh, then you get a finisher.
See, I
too.
knew that
sir.
would come in handy.
So just based on how much damage you do with Bloodhound, you get.
Like half the ship is in the circle and half the ship is
That's
out.
a cool finisher.
Where's my box?
So they're just
My box.
cosmetic things basically. You can't really buy them. I mean, you kind of can. So when they do
All right, we gotta fly.
a special event, a lot of times a special event will also have one of the heirlooms. And so if you unlock all of the unlockables, then it'll also give you the heirloom. But in order to do that, the cost, because they don't give you packs for free almost ever, maybe 1 or 2 throughout the event. So you have to buy the packs to unlock them, or you have to use your crafting materials. So I think it works out to like $100 or $60 or something like that. It's pretty expensive. It's certainly not something I'm going to buy.
A little short with the. Oh, maybe not.
It is. I kind of like that one. I was thinking about maybe using that guy. This is kind of my my fallback. This is my favorite one. All right, let's do it. Well, these guys are fucking going for a win here or something. They're top 3 right now. So they're pushing hard. Get that dub, boys.
Work
We're trying.
One of the things that I find kind of funny about the skins is, like, you don't even get to see them. Like,
you have to go,
you can see them here, and that's it.
Is...
Like in the game, you don't even see it. It's first-person shooter, right? That's kind of silly, but what can you do?
Somebody up over there.
It's the love child of that thing from It and the Predator. Yeah, I guess so. I like how his skull is like taped together or something here.
They're all dead.
Very nice.
I zoom in. It's like taped in here or something.
Oh.
Top 2.
Got him.
Nice.
They got it. Nice. That might wins are
catch
generally very
catch these dubs.
Very
dubs. Hashtag catch these
lucrative.
dubs.
So that might push Joe up to silver.
She's just rolling her eyes. Nice
Good job, y'all.
Good game.
Let's see what kind of game we had.
Hope you got another dub or two in the bank waiting.
Ooh, Joe went
Oh,
off.
we got dubs in the bank.
6 kills, 1100 damage for Joe.
Nice. Yeah, we
My
need
guys over here getting 1300.
we need to catch more dubs for sure.
262 RP. Good lord.
Dang, that's a game right there.
That puts me almost into my next tier. So Joe, can we try not to lose?
I'm gonna do my best.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're about to do it. We're about to do it real good.
Are we gonna push it real good?
Push it real good.
Yeah. This is a very mature channel.
That's right. In several aspects.
An immature, mature kind of thing. Yes, exactly that. Exactly that. Oh man. You know, we never did get the proper introduction to Ellie Amuka Richer here. And of course Dubs and that other guy are here too.
Oh, F him.
Of course you're important, Ellie. Ooh, a little bit of Newcastle up in there, huh?
Apparently.
Did I miss it? I did not see Emily. Frickin' wizard.
What we need here is frickin' wizards with frickin' laser beams. Bonus points to anyone who gets the reference.
Oh, I get that reference.
I know you did.
Oh, I get the reference.
You're gonna get that reference.
The old Austin Powers.
That's right.
Come on now.
I need to rewatch those. I haven't watched them in fucking forever.
They let the Amish watch that?
Yeah.
What?
We reenact it.
Wait,
So aren't you like Amish or something, or a Mennonite, or
Yeah. You didn't know?
didn't Skanzi tell me that? Skanzi, didn't you tell me?
Yeah, I don't.
I'm sure I did.
My form of a hybrid it's really just a different variation of a horse breed. We ride horses with freaking buggies everywhere, and in order to play Apex, you don't even want to know what I had to do. Broke like 13 logs. Yeah, thanks, Ganji. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Charge the horse.
I had to plug it into places I didn't know existed in the horse.
Oh, it exists.
Get some horsepower, if you know what I mean.
Uh-huh.
So I could.
This is
so I
me
could
playing the
introduce
laugh track.
People who could expand your horizons, so to speak.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I'm not sure you'd be the same person afterwards, but
If anybody sees a turbocharger,
A turbocharger? Okay.
Yeah, because apparently all I can get are energy weapons right now.
Dude, I did the same thing. I had a triple take and an L-star, and I just found a wingman. Oh, there's people out here.
The game is a little bit weird.
We could go out the back and
Yeah, I don't hate
kind of
that
circle
idea.
around.
Oh, we're
Oh.
going way out the back. Okay.
You ran out the back there.
I guess we had different ideas on what the back meant.
Run away! Yeah, we're kind of running away a little bit. Oh, by the way, there's my heirloom. You can see kind of hanging out there. Thought I had an optic for that thing. Guess not. Okay, fine.
They shoot and text.
Boom. Uh-oh.
Is that a thing or a person?
Oh,
It's a thing.
Okay.
A thingy thing.
Thing. Yeah, we'll drop you.
Ooh, there's some more shooting going
there's
on over there.
Lots of shit over there. Let's go this way.
Okie dokie.
We could loot those buildings on the way.
Nice job, Joe.
You like that?
Like a fucking pro.
That's right. Like freaking Timmy over here.
Hey, do we want to hit this thing?
Yeah. Let's hit her and quit her.
Oh, Jesus, that's so rude.
Nasty.
Nasty.
All right.
You nasty.
Wait till I'm inside
Oh, God.
the armory.
Oh, yeah. Dude, you locked us out.
You can come to the bottom.
Come to the bottom. Joe's looting while I'm over here getting shot.
Oh, Joe.
Typical
know.
fucking Joe right there.
It's like
I know, nobody else was looting.
you've heard of,
Cubs wasn't in his crate.
you know, it's that's so Joe.
Jump you, pick up you, and you, and you. Okay. Which way are we
It's
going?
like the shortest freaking drop of all time. What the heck was up with that thing?
I don't know. I mean, mine's fine.
Yeah, same.
It was weird. Like dropped me really short and I don't know.
You know what they say about short drops.
No, what do they say?
Yeah, tell me what they say. Dubs.
Mostly for Joe.
Oh,
Oh, you guys.
is that right?
Hey, I'm not max minus, just so you know. Got that going for us.
Beautiful.
I also need to shield up. Hey, can you punch these spider egg things?
You try it.
Just curious what might happen.
You give it a shot.
Pretty sure the answer to that question is yes, because you've tested that hypothesis before.
Maybe you're right.
I don't know. I heard it needs to be measurable and repeatable to be what is it, a law or something, or a scientific fact?
My
I don't even know.
scaling though, I can't scale up stuff.
You can't climb anything?
I can, but then I get stuck at the top. It's really weird.
That is strange. By the way, if you see a hammer point,
Hammer time.
Hammer point, huh?
I mean, at least for the time being, until I can find a 301.
Where did I just hear somebody shooting?
Back to the east, I think, Joe.
Yeah, there were definitely people over this way.
Yep. They're...
Oh, that's a lot
Where the frick
closer.
are they? It sounds so
I'm
weird.
thinking they're
like
on the
they're
other side of the thing. They almost have to be. Those spiders come all the way over here to get me, I'm gonna be pretty upset. But it'll be funny as shit. I'll show you something. I'll show you something measurable and repeatable. I mean, measurable is pushing it a little bit, but I get where you're going with that.
My goodness. Chat's getting kind of randy tonight.
And they are.
freaking Randall.
Freaking Randall.
Remember the last time you guys went up this zip line right here?
I have a few memories of that.
Was that this one or was that a different one?
I don't know, but we need to bust a move.
Joe, that zip line doesn't take you in the direction we need to go.
It really doesn't.
Yeah,
We
it
need to
does.
go that way.
Yeah, but you can take two then.
Joe's
the
all
old-
about making the
Look.
most noise possible in a game that's...
Yeah, look, I got 3 feet in front of Dubs now.
I take one zip line when you can take
Really?
two. Oh God. Was that a request to get Randy? No. We're good. All you need to do is look at Ellie's profile pic, man. Holy cow.
Oh, I hear prowlers.
Yeah, it's because you
Maybe.
ran right past the
Because we're
power
on
line.
Prowler Island. What the fuck do you expect?
Okay.
Oh, I don't have enough to get the 30-30. I totally would craft out here in the middle of nowhere, too. Do we want to push around?
Sure.
I'm down for that.
I just don't know that going into Jurassic Park makes sense. Just have to be careful going through here because there very well might be someone in the building.
Why do I feel like I hear a million people running? But it's just you guys.
I mean,
Oh, boy.
I weigh as much as 1 million people. Maybe that's why.
Dude, I'm probably because I'm running between freaking Caustic and this motherfucking Newcastle schmuck.
Probably.
Funky boys.
Junkie
Good Lord.
boys.
I feel like I'm in between freaking 2 linebackers.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's who can out-chunk the other.
Cool glasses. Well, thanks. What's up, Harry?
Harry.
What's up, Harry?
What's up? Harry.
Fucking Joe. Oh, do I see somebody up there? Maybe I don't. It looks like there's something in that door, like
it looks like one of those
rampart thing or something.
Oh
maybe?
wait, there's somebody right up the stairs.
Oh, right,
Somebody just ran up the stairs.
Somebody, okay.
All right, what's the play?
I think we let the ring do its thing.
I wonder if I could put my ultimate on the stairs to block the stairs.
Well, you can bring it up and it'll tell you if you can, because it'll give you red or blue.
Yes. Dude, if this was the end circle, I could put it right here.
They'd have to climb up that way. I could trap it so we know where
it would. No, and it would 100. If I put it right by your trap, Sconzi, it would 100% block the entrance.
Block the whole thing. And then you know what happened is they would come in up here and then we'd be trapped and then we'd die. But that would still be cool.
But then they've only got one point of entry, so we'd only have to defend one spot.
That's true.
That's so amazing. I hear shots to the northwest. I don't know about you guys, but I want to just kind of rat a little bit and maybe get some RP.
No, I'm good with that. Riveting gameplay.
And see if we had a rampart, then she could block the upstairs door.
Yeah. I mean, this is kind of what ranked is in a way, right? Like, I mean, if you're really good, you can go and push everybody and do it that way, but I'm not really good, so I can't do that. Just make sure you keep moving so you don't get disconnected. Not that I've ever done that before. All right, well, we know where we need to go. Right by that team that's over there waiting for us.
Oh, there's a team right there. Shit.
You want to hit this thing? There's a team over here too.
That might be our best bet.
Two cannon.
This is a really bad idea. I'm just calling it right now.
It's a horrible idea, but you know what?
I'll go first. I'll wait.
We're
all right. I'm going.
Let's go.
I'm dead.
Nah, you're fine.
Nope, I'm dead.
Where you
I was
at?
so close to making it too.
Very nice, very nice.
I think they got bigger fish to fry now, so we might be okay.
Alright, if anybody has a big health, I could use one. Oh, they're shooting me from behind. God damn it, I couldn't climb up the thing. The same thing you're talking about, Dubs. They're right here. God damn it. I fucking hit the top of the climb and it's stuck.
Let's go kill this bastard.
Knocked one.
Ah!
I got sniped by a dude in a field.
Dude, that was such garbage. This is exactly like what Dubs said. I climbed to the top and then he just froze and the fucker shot me. And I lost 22 RP.
I might have only lost 13.
Oh, the game's running like shit. So is my stream, so that's always fun.
You having some internet problems over there, Scanzi?
No, I think this is the game. The game's been having all kinds of issues with Steam and shit, but stream seems okay. Well, that's good. I'm just watching my FPS drop. Doesn't look like it's dropping a ton of frames, but the FPS is dying off a little bit. Bum, 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 bum.
Nick sent a video. Hey, the person who made this video wants to know why you...
Glimish is solid. YouTube a little bit less so. YouTube looks like it's frozen right now. Oh no, that's because we were ratting. Looks like it's way delayed, but that might just be my preview. Do I have it on potato quality? I do. Click live. Oh yeah, there it is. Weird. It's just you. Okay. Yeah, it's Like, Glimish is the place, man. It runs so well. Obviously, discoverability is a lot less here than it is on YouTube in a way, but like a lot of good stuff about Glimish, so I'm cool with that. By the way, Mookow Rich, you might have been on Glimish, just so you know. The interface is really attractive. It's very, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. Let's go finger it out. Ah, you get it? Finger, because this is the fingers, and you finger kind of sounds like figure. So when I say finger it out, get it?
It sounds like
good,
something like that.
Oh wait, it could have also, it could have.
It could have meant something else, but I don't know.
I'm gonna take the middle finger and so. Yeah.
I'm gonna take the old pointer finger. No, you know what? I'm more of a ring finger guy, if you know.
Oh my god. Yep, chat, this is what you get.
Okay, I'm going over here.
Oh, I'm sliding off the thing, apparently. Oh god.
My optimal loadout. I got a bow check and an alternator.
Well, hey, here's some.
This game's gonna be a big dub for us.
Yeah.
Feel it.
I can tell.
That's right. Big dub.
It's gonna be tremendous dub. A huge, fantastic dub.
The best dub ever. Oh, look here.
There you go, dubs.
There's another one too.
You know what? F your arrows. Where's Skanzi?
Skanzi is too busy with water sports to fight. Well, someone's shooting at me, I think. I don't know where from. Oh, that's you, jackwiving. I was like, I'm just standing still. You should be killing me. Why are you not killing me? Oh, because it's those.
Dubs, don't use all your arrows, man. You're gonna need those for the fight.
That's right.
But if you run out, Skanzi found some more for you.
I found a lot of them. I got your back, man.
What a guy. What a guy.
Do you want the Prowler? Otherwise, I'm taking the heavy.
No.
Alright. Oh shit, I missed. Oh, I didn't miss. God damn, I'm good. Katniss. Katniss ever dubs. Christ almighty. Son of a fuck.
I'll use that. Ring is far and it's closing on us in a minute. Let's move.
Oh, here's my other heirloom. Unintentionally did that.
The ring is distant. Time is short.
Take note. Kill leader.
Crafting, do not bloody disturb.
Don't touch me, you son of a bitch. How much is that heavy mag? Probably 30. Oh shit, I got enough.
Dude, I was gonna do the same thing.
Huh?
I almost forgot.
Charge rifle here.
Alright, I'm gonna need an optic. Jesus, thought someone was standing there. All these enemies to fight, y'all over here whacking each other off. Wait, what?
What? What? What?
Did somebody take the 3X that was down in the back?
I wish.
Do you want it for your...
No, I just
gone.
found a 4x8 or something.
I could use an optic, any kind of optic, really. Ideally a 2X, but you know, beggars, choosers, all that. Apex, highest point, climax. I mean,
Extended light mag here. Level 3. Standard stock here.
Extended light
Level
mag
2.
here. Level 2.
Oh, we're trying to pick that one up,
no,
Scotty?
this is good. I'm good with this. Do you
Okay.
want this one back?
No, I didn't
Okay.
want it.
Yeah, it's for my.
Oh, my game just froze. I just crashed.
You're running in place.
I'm very
Oh,
hung.
no, you're not. All right, let me see a good
It
spot
says
behind
it
you.
says error device hung. Alright, I'm trying to load back in. Can you hear me, Scotty?
Yeah.
Scotty, watch this one.
Are you hitting me right now?
Yeah, well, no, Dubs is right now.
Well, I hope you're hitting me inside, into like a corner or something.
Oh,
not out in the
definitely
middle of
hit you
nowhere.
inside. Mookow Rich, I'm very hung and no comment from anyone. This is just this is just
know.
this is just normal shit from Joe.
That was
kinda-
the error I got.
I'm getting sick of these fucking errors, man. Chat, you missed last night. Dubs and I were playing, and we're in the fucking ring, and we're running.
You're a trident.
Actually, it was right before the ring hit.
100%.
Yep,
I'm back.
good. I think they're over us.
Where are these fools at?
They stop.
Sounds like they
Kept going.
slowed down. I don't know.
You guys are going different ways. Which way are we going?
I'm going this way.
Guess we're going that way.
I'm not going towards the trident dudes. I'd like to get some positive RP this game.
That'd be nice.
I can't rely on Joe.
You sure you can.
Anyway, so we're trying. I went down, and my game disconnected. It gave me an error, and I was dead. So I'm reloading in, and Dubs gets me up, and he's like, "Yeah, just so you know, you're in the middle of the ring. The ring is closing on you," which it's doing right now. So I get up, I heal myself, and take off running, and like we were way in the ring, like a lot worse than we are right now. And just as I was almost out of the ring, I needed to stop and heal. So I dropped one of the heat shields and started healing myself. My fucking game crashed again. So frustrating. And we were like, what, top 3 or 4 or something at the point. God, it was dumb. Alright, so it's possible Trident group could be coming from the left here, up here, so...
Oh, this door's open.
Doesn't matter, we need to go through there, so.
They're gonna die regardless. Do we wanna keep an eye out back though?
There's some traps in there. And there's traps on that.
Next ring's far right. Hide out to.
Alright, I'm going by Dubs. He's booking it to the waters.
Coming.
What do I hear
Shots.
shooting?
Behind us. I don't think they're shooting at us though.
Here, you lot, getting behind.
I don't know who they're shooting at, but I didn't see any fire by us.
Enemy there. About time, eh?
We're moving, Joe.
Alright.
Open and fire. Yamatara.
I just wanted to lay some pot shots. Try to get my shield up.
Target spotted.
Oh dang. Z-Dubs is
I
running.
think
I'm
they're
running with him.
coming. I think they might be coming our way too.
Alright, I'm running with the Dubs.
Otherwise, we're going to get pinched between those two teams.
Yep. Do you want to go here or do we want to go all the way around that way?
Move here.
All the way around, I think.
Alright.
Top 10. So if we can survive a couple more teams, we should get pretty decent RP.
Yep.
Are they kind of out of the grab cannon, are they?
I didn't hear it, but you know,
I
I'm
don't
deaf.
hear it either.
No, I don't.
Oh, I'm hearing something this rough direction.
Oh,
Nope, up there.
Yep. We are in the circle here. Do we want to... How do we want to play? Oh, they're crafting over here. God damn it. Yep, there's two of them. One's up there and one's over there.
Jesus Christ, he lit me up. There's at least two over here and there's one over there. These guys are pushing. Octane right here. Jesus Christ.
holy crap.
Like fucking the best players of all time. How did this person hit me with a fucking havoc from 9 miles away? Fucking A.
You're the God Squad.
Apparently. Losing RP. That's what we do. It is a little bit crazy that you pretty much have to be like top 5 to get any RP.
Yeah.
And I think the
It's
kills
nuts.
impact, you get like more for kills as it goes on or something. Let's see if I can find the thing I found the other day that had it. I have made 3 tables showing the kills required for each division according to your final placement that are required to break even with entry costs. Jesus Christ. What?
Kia ora.
What?
I'm Jump Master. You lot trust me, don't you?
Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. So on my level, in order to break even without any kills, we have to get 6th place.
Just to break even?
Just to break even, 6th place.
Oh
With no
my
kills.
God.
Get 1 kill, it jumps up to 8th. 2 kills, it jumps up to 10th.
Oh, wow.
Tear it apart.
Getting 2 kills is really worth it. Freaking A.
Oh.
Evo shield here. Level 2.
This rings far out and quick, Jordan.
Extended light mag here. Level 2.
Jesus, scared the shit out of me.
Turbocharger.
Oh, it's tempting. I didn't fucking want it anyway, Joe.
Do you have an energy weapon for it?
No.
No.
Mag here.
Well, I got a devotion, Scansy.
Energy ammo here.
It's me and my devotion.
I'll catch up with you in a sec.
That
Chad.
would kind of hurt my feelings if
If
it
what?
came from somebody else that mattered.
Damn.
Wow.
Why bother getting weapons at all? Why not just run? Hiding spot to hiding spot. You know, you're not necessarily wrong. They really
think
DM.
Here.
don't know that I'm
Coming.
ready to fight.
I'm coming as quick as I can.
That's what you said. Are they up top? Where are they at?
Can you mark them?
Well. Looks like we got an enemy. Flag grenade set.
They ran.
Damn right they did.
Mostly because of Skanzi.
Sure, that's absolutely true.
Very little because of Joe.
That's right. No, they heard me clapping with the sentinel from far back, and they're like, "We better run." Joe's got the sentinel.
The ring is over yonder. Stay closer than 45 seconds.
Over yonder. The ring's over yonder, guys.
They hit the. Did they hit this thing?
They hit the gravity cannon, yeah.
Okay. There's never mind, nobody needs it. I'm gonna go over here and do some looting quick.
Energy ammo here.
Somebody was already up here.
The ring has started moving. We're not in it.
Hey, Skanzi.
Yeah.
How does the guy from Boston say prowler?
Prowler?
Prowler.
Prowler.
Kind of like I want some chowder.
Did I ever tell you that when I got my latest car, I almost picked up the Hyundai just so I could get the Smart Pack?
Mop Pock.
Dude, I wanted Smart Pack so bad. It was just too expensive. More than I wanted to pay.
Oh, I get it.
But I'm 100% happy with my car, though.
What's it got, like 3 miles on it now?
Pretty much.
Skenzie, I heard that you were looking to sell.
Nah, you would be incorrect.
Oh, there they go.
Just grabbed out. One did. Look at somebody's over there sniping at him. That's two.
Scanning the area.
Maybe there's only two of them.
Energy ammo here. I need an extended heavy mag. Extended heavy mag here. Level 2. Been looking for that. Car SMG. Prowler SMG here. Heavy ammo here. Extended light mag here. Level 2.
Alright, well, ring is starting to close. Do we want to try to go around to avoid the ugly area? Or do we want to just go straight at them?
Why is it ugly? Why can't it be unaesthetic, or not aesthetically pleasing?
Because that's too many words.
Those are some big words, too.
Why can't it be beautifulously challenged?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Core. We want to go up there?
I
Guess
guess
so.
so.
I will scan as soon as I land.
Oh, they're there. That was kind of a F around and find out.
Yeah,
situation.
they took a lot of damage from it too.
Where are we going? Because we're in a dumb spot. There's somebody right up there.
I'll scan in one.
They're right above on the roof.
Yep. We need to
go
go
inside.
Let's go inside. I think they're out now.
Well, thanks for building us some shields.
This is a nice little
Gotta
spot.
watch behind.
Alright, I'll watch this.
By Dubs. Do you
I'll
want to
watch
watch this
I'll watch
door?
this
Okay,
one.
I'll watch behind by Dubs.
I can scan in 5. Someone's like right there. Scanning now. There's 2 of them there.
He's one on me.
Oh god. They lit me up.
Taking a moment to recharge my shields.
Recharging my shields, cuzzies.
God dang it. Freaking shield.
They're going around. They're going around.
I'm going outside.
You know what? I'm gonna go onto the roof. Oh, there's another team.
Yeah, they're getting attacked from another team.
They're on the roof here shooting me. I got one of them.
Come backwards, Joe.
Fixing my shields, then I'll help.
Taking a moment to recharge my shields.
They're getting their guy up, I think, too.
Reinforcing my hero shield. Taking a moment to heal. Competition is just like that.
There's a
Someone
Valkyrie
right here.
down there.
1 minute remains. Having is close. Healing up. Scanning the area.
They're looting my body.
Dude. They didn't miss a shot.
Whatever. They have those bums.
It's Timmy's son. 116 damage with a big man. Like, while I'm sliding at him. What? I think you're cheating. Just gonna throw it out there. I think you're cheating. Just saying. Lead with love. You know what? Let me tell you about lead with love.
Let me tell you about
Some people like it, never,
Yeah, whatever
to
you
leave
say.
with love. They love to leave with love.
I'm guessing you're done, Joe? Or, Dubs? Maybe? I hope so, because we just jumped in without you.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Alright. You guys have a great night.
You too, bud.
Alright, man, see ya.
I wonder what this hammer does that's right next to Rich's name in my chat. Oh, ban user from chat. We don't want to do that.
I don't know what the hammer does.
What does the clock do? Time out the user for 15 minutes or for 5 minutes? Oh. Look at that. I'm going to save this image because I think this is a good image to save. It's not that kind of image, chat. Calm down.
Yeah.
Kia ora. What do we got here then?
Alrighty. I go away for one moment, I miss something inappropriate, probably. Yeah. Probably. Most likely. Almost certainly.
Definitely.
Definitely. Yeah. Got one left in me before sleep, so let's see a win. Well, we're gonna do our best. Do our best. You know, I say this every time we play, Joe, but maybe rank just to, you know, maybe we should just play regular. Just saying.
But then we're gonna get bored.
I know.
You know? It's gonna be like, what are we playing for?
Then I chase all the challenges to make it interesting.
And
There's
then you're
a
gonna try
team-
to play ranked later, and you're gonna get completely screwed because we're gonna be out of practice.
It says that somebody's here on the map, but I don't see them.
Oh, there they are. They landed right below us.
This dude's chasing me, I think.
Spotted one. Target spotted.
What the?
That was me. I didn't know it was our guy.
Ain't letting you die. Not till we've won.
Holy shit. I'm almost dead.
Took down an enemy.
Recharging my shields.
Give me ammo. Killed that snipe.
Healing my wounds. I require assistance.
On your feet. Guarding step.
I have no ammo.
Recharging shields.
I don't have anything I can give you. Mobiles are out front, all back there. There's a shotgun with a little bit of ammo. More shotgun ammo down here.
Mag here. Level 2.
All things.
Healing up.
Deploying a fairy.
Oh, watch this door.
Been here.
I need help.
Where's your shotgun ammo?
Go forward and to your left.
Ah, there it is. Thank you.
Healing up. Got a bit average, eh?
She's right behind this dome.
There's a new kill leader. Another subject spotted here.
Drilling right through you.
Firing. Getting shot at. Reloading. That kill signaled the end of that entire squad.
Nice.
I have found an extended energy mag here. Level 4.
Freaking jeepers, creepers, Skanzi.
Yep.
Evo shield here. Level 2.
That was
There's something.
nuts.
That sounds like that one instead of charging mine up.
I don't know how we got out of that,
I don't know either. Oh, no,
but we
I'm
did
charging
like
mine
some
up.
bosses.
Freaking bosses even.
We wiped the squad and we're still minus 22 RP.
Or 25, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
What a bunch of them. Havin here. Level 2.
Taking a moment to
Dude, I just want some freaking heavy ammo.
I can drop you a little bit.
I'm gonna go craft some. I'll be okay.
Sure.
I'm gonna go.
Mine isn't good
Yeah.
enough for you.
Yeah, yeah. Yours is tainted now. You know.
You know what,
Yes.
Joe? You know what, fucking Joe? I didn't want to give you any of my heavy ammo anyway.
That's my name.
Now the question is, do I get a backpack or do I get a 301?
Crafting. Do not bloody disturb.
spotted a subject over there.
Oh crap.
They pushing over here?
I suspect we will find something here.
Oh, they zip lined up top.
Being shot at.
Should have got the 301.
Healing. Automate. Everything is complete.
Getting shot at.
Give a stick.
Bet you're getting shot at. You're just standing out there.
Taking a moment to heal.
Healing. Automate. Everything.
There's people over there.
Great.
Subject spotted.
Yeah, they're taking off now, I think. Maybe not.
Zipline here.
Shields are recharging.
Could bail out to the
I
back.
still had ammo to craft.
And waiting.
I still have a gun to craft.
Another gas trap.
Or a backpack. Sounds like they're still over there too, eh?
Crafton.
They fighting with somebody else?
Open and fire.
I'm going back inside. Crafting isn't that important.
Yeah.
Let's bail out the
It's-
back door.
It's gonna be when I need some freaking ammo.
Uh,
Okay.
Let's go this way.
Run.
Yep. Keen as a bean.
Do we shoot the spider, Scanzi?
I think we can punch them though, can't we? Check wagon. You just do this because you need ammo?
Yeah.
Heavy ammo here.
Did you just drop me ammo, Scanzi?
Nope.
Out of your supply?
Absolutely did not.
Shields, Guzzy.
Maybe it was this made problem.
What about taints? What?
Taints.
What was Joe talking about again?
I did not say anything about taints.
I mean, if anybody was going to talk
Oh wait,
about
no.
taints.
You know what? I think I did say something, but it
Oh,
wasn't.
someone was
in
here
that-
5 seconds ago.
Oh frick.
Scanning the
I'm thinking they might have went down here. I don't know. They're not here in the building though.
It was your tainted ammo.
Oh,
what
that's
it was.
right. Tainted ammo.
Yeah. I'm like, I did not say anything about taint, and then it hit me.
That you did it. The taint hit you in the
I
face.
said tainted, but just not quite the same form of word, but
You know, it's close enough. By the way, I'm at minus 15 RP. Oh,
Oh,
shit, we
scan.
got skin.
get over here.
Return the favor. One of them swinging out wide here.
Big shooting at me. Shields tearing through. Give a sec. Recharging my shields.
There's a replicator.
Let's scan in 3. Scanning now. Nobody. Interesting.
They must have booked it.
You scared them with your taint, Joe.
Apparently. Oh, they're close though. Right on the next building.
I don't think that's our guys.
I think they're below us.
No, they're not.
No one hides from my drill.
Where are we going, boys?
They're there.
Marking our surroundings. Throwing thermite grenade.
Let's scramble. Hit an egg.
Another team?
I don't know if it's another team, but it's a team, and they're going right where we need to be. So we need to pick a direction and go.
Oh, I see. They're right over there.
Enemy spotted.
Wrecking balls up the tank. Taking damage. Give a stick.
Scanning the area.
Taking fire.
Do we want to go around? Maybe go around this way?
They're valking out. Yeah, let's go once they clear and can't see us. But there were people that went this way, so
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We go all the way
we
around.
go all the way. Yeah, yeah.
Got 45 till she closes.
Should have plenty of time to get over there. Minus 15 is the best game I've had tonight, so you know.
Frick.
Step in the right direction, I guess. Kind of ish.
Well, we're almost top 10. Then you'll get, you know, minus 9.
Hey, we're. Oh no, that's still 11. What did I say? I need to get 8th place? 6th place? I think it was 6th place. But
Yeah,
I've got an
6.
assist and we've got a team kill, so I think like top 8 should probably do it. What the fuck was that?
You lot, getting behind.
Should we just hang out right here? Guess not.
I don't know, I'm just looking.
Oh shit. Well, they know we're here now.
I'd bet they're waiting here for us.
Care package on its way.
I just got birds. There's definitely someone close. We're going into here. I can scan. Or not. I think they went up the hill. Some people get high as balls. They get high and balls.
Oh, dang. Do we want to go get some third-party action, or do we want to wrap?
I don't hate the idea of ratting, to be honest with you.
All right.
I'm going to regret this, but I need this health. I didn't regret it.
No regrets?
No regrets? You still got that tattoo, or?
Yeah, somebody was saying something about, well, you know where it is.
So it just says no Gertz.
Well, there wasn't enough room for all the letters, so we just got
The
basically
GRT?
just N-O.
I get it.
Just N-O.
Just the NO.
it just says no.
That's very unfortunate in a lot of ways.
Do we want to try to run up here? Because everyone from there is going to push this way anyways. We better go.
The team we were chasing went up this rough direction, but yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it's kind of a risk either way if we wait or we go now.
Man, I mean, we already have the best game of the night, so, you know. I do not have any tracks as of yet. You fucker. We should push to the other building.
Yep.
-2. Oh, trap.
Very nice, very nice. Keep an eye out for more.
Extended light mag here. Level 1.
Oh, I could use that actually.
There has been no heavy anywhere. Do we want to push all the way up this way?
I mean, we'll have to get up there at some point, so.
Yeah, because this isn't really in the ring.
Administering medical aid.
Well, someone's taking a trident.
I'm gonna hide again.
Are we moving up or are we staying
I
here?
can go. Yeah, I go.
We gotta keep pushing.
I mean, we don't have to. Keep pushing. See, this is what you get for pushing, Joe.
Well, I just wanted to get high. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
me too.
Where do we want to go though? Because we're kind of
In a shit spot. Yeah.
we're boned either way. I mean, we could go back down there. But,
Well, now we're fucked, apparently.
Enemy there.
well, do we want to crawl up here?
Frag grenade sent.
What is he doing? Oh my! Well, that was you.
It was me.
I'm like that's gonna land way short. What is happening?
I didn't know exactly where they were. I thought they were hanging out right where we're at.
Drilling here.
Marking our surroundings.
Well, they're gonna have to push up this way, right?
Yeah, that's kind of why I like this spot. It's good for some purposes, but not others.
Yeah. Well, they don't need to push up too
Oh,
much. but
they're
gonna be-
hurting. They got stuck in the ring.
Should we push them? We should go finish them. Shit, I fucked up. Got a grenade, Joe, right here. Alright, I'm down. Oh, we're both down. Shit.
I am the kill leader. Predictable, perhaps.
Some heavy.
Yeah, I need heavy bad.
The ring is not far.
There's a lot of heavy. Big house, big house, big house, big house, big house.
30 seconds. We're close.
Fucking somebody just grabbed it. Well, we're positive RP. Our
We gotta
dude-
get up the mountain,
Our dude
boys.
needs a phoenix and a heartbeat, man. He needs a phoenix bad.
Phoenix?
Yeah, our guy needs one. We're
You
good.
guys better freaking book it. I gave him that Phoenix. I hope he grabbed
He
it.
didn't. I picked it up. Got a phoenix for you, dude.
Conduct a search right
Tried to drop my fucking grenade to get it. But
Shields are recharging.
Phoenix kit here.
Spotted an egg there.
alright, well, I'll keep the fucking phoenix then, I guess.
We've got fire.
Where are we going to? Because we're in a bad spot. Oof.
Reloading. Enemy here. Pick them up. Hit by that squad.
We're getting sniped from the right.
Recharging my shields.
Crack that egg shield.
I have shield.
Charging my shield, Scully.
Damn.
I don't know, I
Yikes.
feel like our partner was no bueno.
That was a rough ending. We had bad positions.
How did he
Hold
have 1,000 damage?
on. I don't know.
How the heck did he have 1,000 damage? I feel like he was just playing really weird.
I don't know. We got positive RP though, so you know I'll take it. Could have been worse. We got
How much?
3169 now.
We got okay RP. You know, I guess
Yeah.
I can't be too mad. All right, Skanzi. Well, it's that time of the night again.
I figured it was, Joe. I figured it was.
It is. It is.
All right, bye.
So-
You have a good night.
All right, man. Talk to you later.
All right, take it easy. Bye bye.
Bye.
Well, I think that's going to do it for me too, chat. We ended on a pretty good note. I didn't have great placement there, but, you know, it worked all right. Tomorrow, I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. Maybe we'll do some GTA. We haven't done GTA in a while. So maybe, yeah, I'm making a decision. GTA tomorrow. And so our GTA group will play some GTA tomorrow. Hopefully you'll be in, and we'll have a good time. So, well, good. Make sure your son's on. He loves Sconzy GTA. And I'm a horrible parent, so he watches. Well, great. Bring him on in. Bring him on the Glimish. Set him up an account, you know. And we'll hang out. We'll play some GTA tomorrow. We'll be here at 7 o'clock Central Time, as always. And we'll see y'all tomorrow. So, thanks for being here, everybody. I truly appreciate it. Ellie, great to see you. Mukal, Rich, everybody else, thank you for being here. We'll be here live again on Glimish, YouTube, and Twitch tomorrow at 7 o'clock Central with some GTA. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. See you later. Bye-bye.